Driver M by RE8. Keep a straight face. For all the Patreon folks who upvoted this fantastic idea, and also for Dan Turner, Mark Wilson, David Nutter, Julie Brennan, and Edward Coleman. And since I'm reading the name dictionary of people who have fantastic taste in music, I think now would be a fine time to thank the following people for signing up for the Patreon supporter of the Cause Club: Frank, Brian in Boston, and Chris Driscoll of Strawberry fame, no doubt. Thank you very, very, very much for your support. And if you would like to find out what that's all about, the link, of course, is in the description. First thing, of course, to deal with is the intro riff, and your first move is to pluck the open E string. Easy. The E string is going to go O, O, 2, 3 to the A string, 2, O, 2, 3. So. Now, if you watch the acoustic footage of REM playing this song that's on YouTube, you will see and hear quite a dramatic slide on the D string from 2 to 5. But if you listen to the record, it's 4 to 5. So you do you, it doesn't matter. But either way, use your middle finger, because your next thing is to grab the G string 4th fret, and then you're going to pluck the D string how it is on the 5th fret, followed by the open G string. And now we have at this point we have a choice, and it doesn't matter which one you choose. If again you watch that aforementioned acoustic performance, you will see and hear a dramatic slide on the A string from 5 to 10. At which point, that's the phrase of this segment, the A string is going to go 10, 9, 7, 5, with the open G string happening in between each A string note. But, first of all, I feel like I might miss the 10th fret doing the dramatic slide. Also, that D string open, I feel like I'm more likely to hit a wrong note if I do this method, and this method is the exact same notes as this method, D string, 5, 4, 2, open. And since we're already down here, and I'm not that attached to the dramatic slide, I'm going to do it here. But you choose. For your intro riff, the verse is no problem. E minor, A minor, G, and then here's a chord for you. It's G major 7 with an F sharp in the bass. Lose your middle finger, pointer finger goes on E2, the A string is going to be muted. G major 7, because F sharp is the 7th note of the G major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're putting that F sharp in the bass, so we have to tell the person who's going to play the chord. G major 7 with an F sharp in the bass. Verse, E minor, A minor, G, major 7 with an F sharp in the bass. Over and over again is your verse. Train conductor says it's D, but most of the time it's D suspended 2. So middle finger off of the baby E string. I couldn't really detect a pattern. Play D suspended 2. It does not matter. I'm going to pick D suspended 2. Then it's C add 9, and there's a few ways to play C add 9. In this particular instance, we're going to do it like this. A3, B3, with any luck, your middle finger is going to mute the E string and the D string, so you don't even have to worry about it, and this A string is going to go from 3 to 2 on this rhythm. And that's that part. D. A few times. Then we come to these arpeggios, which should remind you of both Italian food and a certain Stone Temple Pilots song. Position a finger, any finger, so long as it's your finger, on the A string 2nd fret, and you're going to pluck E, A, D, A. But the second time you pluck A, the finger comes off the A string, and it's making its way to the E string 2nd fret. So we're going to be E2, same plucking. E3, same plucking. Back to 2, same plucking. That's the first time. The second time, instead of going back down to 2, we're going to slide from 3 to 5 and continue the same plucking. That only happens the second time. The first time we encounter these arpeggios, every other time it keeps going back down to 2. So here's both parts. Just the bridge. The chords are simple, but there's some fancy things that happen that I want to show you. I'm going to just show you the chords first, and they last 8 beats instead of 4 now. A minor, C, G, D. Fanciness. At the end of the A chord, we're going to walk up to the C chord via the A string, open 2, and then of course you land on 3 for the C chord. Here we go. That's the first thing. And here's a little micro strumming pattern for the C chord. What you're going to do is just pluck that A string, followed by a down up. Now, pluck your D string open, hammer back on, followed by a down up. So we've got bass note, down up, hammer, down up. You do it twice. That's the fanciness for the C. I lied to you. He doesn't actually play G like this. He plays G as your baby F shape on frets 3, 4, and 5. And there's a reason he wanted to reach for the E note on the B string 5th fret. That makes it a G6. You can't, I mean, if you play it like this, it doesn't quite have the same effect because you have E going back up to G instead of E going back down to D. So, since he bothered to play it like this, and he even kind of slid in on that acoustic version on the D string, I'd bother to play it like this because he did. And on the D, the fanciness is just D suspended 4. Pinky finger on the E string, 3rd fret. And now I will do the whole bridge for you. Believe you do that a couple of times. And those are all the pieces, so go utilize your earballs and utilize earballs and figure out which one goes where when. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that was fun and helpful, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.